Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thyroid Reset Workshop. How to find alignment with your thyroid. This is so exciting for me because this just touches me it hits close to home. So we're going to get into it. I am your host, Valeria Jimenez. I am a certified holistic health coach and hormone coach, and also co-owner of Gem Juicery. A little bit about me, a little more about me, I should say. I have been certified through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition out of New York. I've had the certification for 11 years. I have been health coaching with clients ever since, whether they are one-on-one, group coaching, workshop, virtual coaching, or even my clients that come in to the juicery. I have really focused on hormones and the thyroid, and I'm super excited to get into this with you. I co-own Gem Juicery, which is a cold pressed juice shop in Turlock, California, with my mom, where we have made it our purpose and our goal to help heal you one bottle of juice at a time. And I am self-healed. I, in fact, healed myself of Graves' disease 8 years ago, and I have been in remission ever since. And this is the whole purpose behind this workshop and the Thyroid Reset Protocol. Is I know how to get healing in my body. I have done it for my clients over 11 years, and I'm ready to do it for you. So what you're going to learn today in the Reset Workshop, you're going to learn a little bit about the thyroid. You're going to learn more about how to tell if your thyroid is struggling. And this is going to go from slow thyroid or fast thyroid. So we're going to get into all of that. You're also going to learn the secrets behind your struggling thyroid. And it's not just food. And it can't be just fixed with medicine. So there's a lot of secrets in here. You're also going to learn about the Thyroid Reset Protocol, how this is different from everything else you have learned about, and how this can truly affect you, whatever area of life you are in. And then, of course, there's always time for some Q&A. So let's dive in so we can get all those questions answered. So about the thyroid, I use the thyroid in this image because our thyroid literally looks like a butterfly. I call it the butterfly effect because if the thyroid is off, there are going to be so many things off in your body. And when the thyroid is good, so many things will find alignment. It really does have that kind of power. I also call the thyroid the social butterfly because it's what controls on your metabolism. It is what helps control your internal temperature. It also helps function, helps work with all your other hormones to function properly. It also controls the calcium absorption in your body, and it also helps your body convert food into energy. So it does so many things beyond just the thyroid. It's also the internal thermostat. So if you're running hot or cold, it could be because of your thyroid. And the thyroid, it has to do with a lot of other hormones. So the thyroid produces two hormones, T3 and T4. T4 is the inactive version of the thyroid hormone. T3 is the active version. T3 is converted from the T4, but T4 is what the thyroid initially pumps out. And then, of course, when it comes to thyroid, people don't understand this, that your thyroid is moved by other hormones and glands in your body. One in particular are your adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands are functioning over time, it's going to affect your thyroid. This is why a lot of blood type O's and blood type A's tend to have thyroid deficiencies, because blood type O's tend to always have adrenaline pumping through their body. And if they don't know how to control the adrenaline, and if they don't know how to release excess adrenaline, it eventually converts over to the thyroid. And a lot of A's have really high cortisol levels. In fact, astronomically high levels of cortisol in their bodies, because a lot of A's tend to internalize things, and they tend to stress out and kind of carry the weight of the world in their hands. And if they don't manage their stress properly, it can affect your thyroid. So there's other glands and other hormones in our body that are actually feeding into the health of our thyroid. And that's what I say when it comes down to glandular teamwork. When it comes down to it, you have to see the whole picture. It can never be just one specific thing, because when you target one little thing, you're just going to band-aid a problem. When you look at the big picture, you realize there's a lot of different things in play here. Another gland that has a big effect on the thyroid is the pituitary gland. That's the little gland right in our head. It is the orchestra conductor. It tells our body what to do and when to do it. And if the pituitary gland is not refreshed and detoxified, it's not going to be able to signal to the thyroid what to do. So the thyroid has a lot of components to it. It affects so many parts of our body. It regulates so many aspects of our body. But not only that, it is not a one-hit wonder. It is affected and it's moved by several other components in our body. So here is a list of signs that your thyroid is struggling. Now, there's two ways of our thyroid that our thyroid can struggle. It can either be fast or slow. It's called hyper or hypo. Right now, we're going to discuss hypo. Hypo is a slow functioning thyroid, which means that either your thyroid is not producing T4 and T3 at an optimum level, or it's not absorbing fast enough. And if you stay in a state of hypothyroidism for too long, it can eventually lead to Hashimoto's, which is the autoimmune disease that affects the thyroid. Hashimoto's is when you feel like you're on a never-ending roller coaster in your body. You go from really hot to really cold. You go from really shaky to really tired. You go from frazzled to just exhausted. You can't get enough sleep, or you sleep so long but you don't feel rested. It's literally an internal struggle of back and forth, back and forth. And that's a quick way of explaining Hashimoto's. But let's go down this list and let's see how many of these things might be affecting you. Fatigue, weight gain, goiter, which is when your neck starts to swell, sensitivity to cold, like the really cold hands and feet, brain fog, thin straw-like hair, eyebrow thinning. If this part of your eyebrow is thinning or is completely gone, that is a clear sign that you have a hypothyroid. Memory problems, dry skin, constipation, and irregular heavy periods. Now, if like 4 or more of these sound like you, chances are your thyroid is struggling. Now, when I say weight gain, this has to do with people who feel like they've been doing everything right, and all of a sudden you're starting to put weight on and you don't understand why. Because if you look on paper, you're eating the right foods, you're exercising regularly, you're getting the sleep, but you're still gaining weight. This means that your thyroid is not pumping out enough of the hormones that it needs to regulate your weight. And sensitivity to cold. So a lot of people have really, really cold hands and really, really cold feet. And it seems like they're always cold. Now, I will say this, women run colder than men. So no matter what, if you're in a room of men and you're cold, it doesn't always mean you have a thyroid issue. But if you're a man and you're always cold, that could be a sure sign that you have a thyroid issue. If you're a woman and you're with other women and you're cold and they're fine, that could potentially mean that we need to look at your thyroid. And when it comes down to all these things, you can never take one symptom and say, this is my problem. It has to create a picture. So that's why I say, like, look, if there's like 4 or more of these that sound familiar, then let's do a little more digging. If it's like 6 or 7, then you know what? I hate to break it to you, but your thyroid's moving slow. If you have, okay, so let me explain this. When it comes to thin straw-like hair, if your hair feels like it's actually thinning and it feels really dry, it's not necessarily breaking, but it's just really, really dry and it's starting to come out. And if you have like, if your, what do they call it? Your part, if it looks like it's like parting the Red Sea, it's getting wider and wider. Or if you lift your hair up right here and you have like this part of your hair, it almost looks like male pattern baldness. If you see those areas thinning, that could be your thyroid. If you have brain fog, if you just feel like no matter what, you can't think clearly. Every time someone says something, you lose track of thoughts, that could be a sign. If you have memory problems, like I said, if you just feel like you've been talking, what was I going to say? I forgot. What was I talking about? What was I thinking? What did we do yesterday? I can't. If you feel like you just can't remember anything, another sign. If your skin is getting really dry, no matter how much lotion you put on, if you feel like you're getting really dry, flaky skin, and not only just dry skin, dry patches, but your skin is just dry. You just feel like you're dehydrated, another sign. Constipation, hands down, good sign because your body is not regulating at the right temperature, at the right rate, and also your metabolism is slowing down. When your metabolism is slow, constipation is sure to ensue. Another sign, irregular heavy periods. So if you're having periods lasting longer than 4 days, if your periods are really, really, really heavy, or if you're missing a period and then you're having one, that's a sign that we got an issue with your thyroid. Now, men have issues with their thyroid too. Obviously, men, you're not getting your period. But if you're feeling impotent, if you're feeling like the low libido, these are also signs that you could be struggling with a thyroid period. Now, men also, if you are struggling with male pattern baldness, it's not always genetics. It could be your thyroid. And men do struggle with hypothyroidism. It's not as common in men. It's about 90% women and 10% men. But if you're a man and you're on here and you're saying, this sounds like me, then you might be part of the 10%. Now, how do we know if it is a fast thyroid, which means that your thyroid is pumping out T3, T4 so fast it can't contain itself? This is called hyperthyroidism. And if it's left untreated for long enough, it can turn into Graves' disease. This is what I had 9 years ago. In fact, let me just go back fast. I was seeing a health coach about 11 years ago. I started seeing a health coach, naturopath, iridologist, and she told me to check my thyroid. I went to check my thyroid. My doctor said my thyroid was fine. She told me, you need to take care of your thyroid. At the time, I thought, well, he said it was fine. She can't be right all the time. And I left it alone. Fast forward 2 years, I got diagnosed with Graves' disease, which means the entire time my thyroid was not functioning properly. We're going to get into why that happened, but let me say this. You can prevent autoimmune diseases if you know the signs to look for. And these are the signs we're looking for. Rapid heart rate, weight loss, increased appetite, bulging eyes, nervousness, anxiety, fine brittle hair, difficulty sleeping, irregular menstruation and infertility, tremors, fatigue, and muscle weakness. Now, when I say rapid heart rate, you feel like your heart is constantly like beating out of your chest. When I say weight loss, it's not always a good thing because I had been working out consistently and then all of a sudden I just started getting really tired, uncontrollably tired to where I couldn't work out. And there was weeks and weeks that I just stopped working out and I was starving all the time. And I was craving foods that I didn't normally crave. For instance, at the time I was eating very healthy. I had begun my health coaching journey. I was 2 years into it. I was eating pure good foods. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was getting cravings for Nature Valley granola bars with Jiffy peanut butter. Now, I wasn't eating those things. The last time I ate those foods, I was in high school. So it's weird when you have hormonal imbalance in your body and your body's signaling something, it will almost revert to older times and older versions of you because it's seeking something. For my body, it was seeking lots of fats, lots of carbs because I was burning through so quickly. My body was almost in panic mode trying to figure out how are we going to get more calories. And I was losing weight, but I wasn't working out and I was eating way more. And some people say, oh my God, isn't that like a dream come true? I would love that. Eat more, way less. But let me say this, all the other symptoms I was experiencing. The only thing I didn't get was the bulging eyes. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't get that. But sometimes when you have a thyroid issue that affects Graves, your eyes start to look like they start pushing out of your socket. A lot of people you'll see on TV, they have it looks like their eyes are almost on the outside of their skull. That is a sign of Graves' disease. It's not something that can easily be corrected either. So a lot of times if you get Graves' disease and you reverse it, sometimes your eyes will not fall back in. So we want to make sure we regulate it and not get to that point. Nervousness and anxiety. In fact, I wrote tremors. You will start to shake. If you're someone who's very calm by nature, like you can put your hands up and no shaking, and all of a sudden you're shaking, that's a sign of Graves' disease. Difficulty sleeping. I was sleeping 12, 14 hours a day. Not enough. I was always tired. I could have slept throughout the entire day and I would still be tired. Fatigue and muscle weakness, like your whole body just hurts. Like if you are feeling like that person, you're saying, I'm doing everything right, I'm working out, I'm not sick, but I feel like that body ache that you get right before you get sick and it feels like it's constant, that could be a sign of hyperthyroidism. If you are sensitive to heat, if you feel like you're just constantly sweating, or just feels like you're an oven, like you feel like your body is a cooking oven and you're radiating heat. In fact, when I went to my doctor to have him like figure out like what's going on, something's not right. He told me, he's like, it's really hot in this room. And he like put his hands up. He goes, you are radiating heat. Like you are heating up. You are like a furnace in the room. And he was like, it's hot in here. Like, let's open up a window. It's hot. That is a sign of Graves' disease. Your body is just moving so quickly and is pumping so fast. And the metabolism is like, think about it like a hamster on a wheel and they're going crazy. That's what your metabolism and that's what your thyroid is doing. It's just rapidly pushing out because the signals are getting crossed. And no one's telling your pituitary gland, hey, stop. We have enough T3. We have enough T4. Or your adrenal glands are going so crazy that it's like, let's keep going. So the hyper side of Graves' or of your thyroid is always going to make you feel like you just came off of a marathon. You're hot, you're sweaty, you're tired, you're sore, you're fatigued, you're a little bit delusional. You're like, what am I doing? You feel like falling over. You're like everything you could think of the feeling of coming off of a marathon is how you feel all the time. That is a quick breakdown of what it looks like to have Graves' disease or a hyperthyroid. Now, the secret behind your struggling thyroid. Let's say your blood work is normal, but guess what? Tests aren't accurate and the hormone reception is off. What I mean by this, so when I went 9 years ago, 9 years ago, I went to test my thyroid, or maybe 10 years ago, I went to test my thyroid. My doctor said my blood work was normal. All the levels were there. I had the right levels of T3, right level of T4. But guess what? There's a few reasons why. Okay. Coffee. Stop. Coffee. No. Okay. No cookie. My little treat. Okay. And here's a few reasons why. So first of all, when you do your blood work, your doctors pick a range and they say, this is a good range. This is a good range. We want to make sure you stay in this range. But if you're high on the range, you're still fine. If you're right outside of the range, all of a sudden, oh, it's a red flag. You could be right on the line and they tell you it's fine. Another thing is a lot of times the ranges they pick are very, very, very broad. Like basically they pick a range that's just up into the point of disease. That's not healthy. That's just up into the point of a diagnosable disease. We don't want to be there. Even if you stay right in the middle, we still don't know exactly what they're picking. So that's a reason why your blood work is normal. But let me say this. When it comes to testing, it can be inaccurate for a few reasons. Because when it comes down to it, you might be producing a hormone adequately enough. But if your body is not responding properly, then the test is inaccurate. So what do I mean by that? Our cells connect with each other. They speak to each other. If you have lots of, let me put it this way, in fact, I'm putting it this way. Think about a neighborhood where all the houses are all in alignment. Those are all your cells. Let's say that we have visitors coming down the street. They're delivering the most amazing pastries. I don't know. Well, like it's an ice cream truck. Sure, ice cream truck. They're coming to deliver ice cream to every house. But if the doors of your house are closed, you're not going to get the ice cream. It might be there in your neighborhood. It might be free in your neighborhood. It might be just outside your door. But unless your door is open, you're not going to get the ice cream. So how does that relate to our body? If you have T3 and T4 in your body adequately enough, as they say, your levels are fine because it's in your body. But if your cells are shut off to receiving those levels of T3 and T4, guess what? You're not okay. And that's when it comes down to really understanding how to open up your cells and turn your body on. Because a lot of you are not producing enough thyroid hormones to function properly. But once we get your body moving and once you get your thyroid stimulated, you have to know that your cells have to be turned on. There's a lot of things that turn our cells off. A lot of things, including lectins. Lectins is a protein found in certain foods. Now, not everybody responds to certain lectins the same way. And this is how the blood type really plays into overcoming your thyroid struggles and also helping to reset your thyroid for proper function. So O's respond to certain foods differently than ABs, and B's respond to foods differently than A's. But according to your blood type, you are going to have issues with certain lectins. Now, this protein in these foods, like let's say tomatoes have lectins, chicken has lectins. These lectins, if they disagree with your blood type, they're going to go into your cells and they basically put a piece of masking tape over your cell's mouth, over the voice of your cells, which means they can no longer communicate with each other. When that happens, let's say there's plenty of T3 and T4 out there. If your cells are shut off, masked off from the world, they're not going to know those levels and those hormones are there. This is why so many people struggle with certain hormone imbalances, because they're eating foods that are shutting their cellular reception off. And when your cells are shut off, you will not be okay. The levels might be fine. The doctors might say, you're good, but you're not okay. And that's how we're going to help you here today. The Thyroid Reset Protocol is a blood type specific protocol. I have created 4 reset plans for O, A, B, and AB because it's very different how to help an O versus helping an AB. What you're going to learn in this protocol, you are going to understand the thyroid gland hormone function. This is going to break down exactly why the thyroid needs the adrenal glands, needs the pituitary glands to function properly. And once you understand how your body functions, it's so much easier to make things make sense. And it goes back to, you don't know what you don't know. But once you know, everything has a place. It's easier to make better decisions for yourself once you are fully aware. You're also going to learn about the blood type thyroid connection. So I'm going to go into a little bit about the blood types in this reset, and I'm going to talk about how each blood type is different, even down to your personalities. Your personalities factor into your thyroid function. Like I mentioned before, O's have really high adrenaline. A's have really high cortisol. B's also tend to have high cortisol, and ABs tend to have high adrenaline. And the way that they process it is very different. So for instance, an O needs to get out there and work out to get rid of that adrenaline. If an AB works out too much, they come down with a thyroid issue. An A has to actually calm down. A B needs to be around people. It's very different how we help our thyroid and how we help our hormones. You're going to learn about this in the reset protocol. You're also going to be learning about the foods for your thyroid based on not just foods, edible food, but your mind, body, soul, and spirit kind of foods. There is a 4-part program: lifestyle, detoxing, food, and supplementation. So it's not just, I'm going to tell you the foods to eat. I'm going to tell you and give you a whole plan on how to best live your life. And then you're also going to learn about how to assess your thyroid health or longevity. Because let's say you reset your thyroid, but you go back to your old ways. If you start noticing a pattern, if you understand how to tell when your thyroid is needing some help, you can backtrack very easily. This also helps you to maintain good habits so that you don't backslide and end up having to try to do this all over again. And what you will receive in this protocol, you are going to receive a customized program. Now, I have broken this down into, you can complete it in 4 weeks or you can complete it in 8 weeks. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to completely eliminate all your problems in a 4 to 8 week period. But what I'm saying is that some people like to get things done very quickly. And so I've created it to where if you want to get through the program and really kind of start implementing everything in as little as 4 weeks, you can. Or you can take your time and you could do it either 8 or 12 weeks and really start to implement little slow habits. So it's really up to you how quickly you get through this protocol. You're also going to receive a blood type specific food and grocery lists for your thyroid. So you're going to have food lists. You're going to receive everything you need for your specific blood type, but you're also going to get grocery lists for every single week so that you can take it to the grocery store and say, this is exactly what I need to make sure I have in my pantry and in my fridge this week. I've taken all the guesswork out of this for you. You don't have to think about a thing when you do this protocol. You're also going to get a couple meal plans for simplicity. You are also going to get the blood type specific supplement list. So I have created supplement lists for each of you to help your thyroid and help your body overall, like with your body's overall health, but it's going to be customized. You also get a detox program. So like I said, it's a 4-part reset protocol, and part of it is detoxing. This is an environmental detox, a food detox, and a lifestyle detox. It also has to do with products detox. So we're going to go into your kitchen, we're going into your bathroom. I'm going to show you exactly what is helping and what is harming. Plus, with all of this, you get lists of everything that I already approved. So you don't have to go researching what the best products are. I have given you links for every product, and I've given you options for those links. So I'm not going to just give you one body soap. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 body soaps to choose from. I'm not going to give you just one kitchen utensil. I'm going to give you 3 or 4. You have options, and you don't have to do any research. You just click on the ones you like. You're also going to receive a stress management program. This is going to break it down week by week, how to manage your stress. Because when it comes down to it, the number one killer of our hormones is stress. The number one killer in our life is stress. When you stress too much, you are causing havoc on every single organ, every single gland, and every single hormone in your body. If you can learn to live stress-free or live low stress, you're going to reverse and prevent diseases and future diseases. You're also going to get a printout friendly download. So everything is downloadable and it's all printer friendly. You're going to love the way this looks. It's beautiful. It's customized. I've created it from literally from my passionate heart for this. And it's very easy to take with you or keep it on your phone. And then you have unlimited email support. You're going to have email support for an entire year with this protocol, because I want to make sure that you succeed and you live your best and you feel your best and you reverse that disease. You're also going to get a couple free things with this program today. You're going to get the blood type specific recipe books. Now, I have created 4 for O, A, B, and AB. You are going to get all of them. So you can share them with other people, or you can flip through and find recipes in other blood type books that still work for you, and they're just more recipes. But each book comes with 112 complete recipes, 28 for breakfast, 28 for lunch, 28 for dinner, and 28 for snacks. This gives you 28 days worth of recipes, and they're all different. And I have also included a 28-day meal planner. This breaks everything down for you. So you can use this in sequence with your protocol, and you can make a couple adjustments to it based on what you really want to add in for that week. But it makes it super easy. And so far, people have loved this meal planner and loved the recipe book. You also get an 8-page blood type reference guide. If you have never looked at the blood type diet before, you're going to get a little book that tells you all the beneficial foods, the neutral foods, and best avoided foods. This helps you make better decisions when you go out to eat, or even after you've reset your thyroid and you just want to live a better, cleaner life. These are foods that are designed to work in alignment with your body, because not all foods are created equal and not all foods work for every blood type. So by eating according to your specific blood type, it enables you to really heal and feel your best for long periods of time. This is a $148 value. This is my free gift to you for joining today. You also get a 1 full year subscription to the gym community. This enables you, this is an online platform. You can ask all the questions you want. I constantly answer them. You can ask anything. And if you don't want to ask them in the community, you can email me the questions and I will respond to them in the community without putting your name in there. It just enables you to have that additional layer of support because, like I said, I want to help you succeed. I'm committed to your success. I have worked with women, dozens and dozens of women who've had thyroid diseases. I've worked with women with Hashimoto's. I've worked with women who are hypothyroid. I've worked with women who have hyperthyroidism. And I have been able to help them all reverse the disease and maintain that new lifestyle. I have done this for women already. I am ready to help you. And this is my additional way of telling you I'm committed to you. I'm not going anywhere. I want to make sure that you get the results you are here for. That is a $228 value for an entire year of gym community, and I'm giving it to you for free. Now, this is what you get in the entire reset protocol. You will learn the thyroid gland hormone functions. You'll get the blood type thyroid connection. You'll understand food for the thyroid, body, mind, and soul. You will also learn how to assess your thyroid health for longevity. You will be receiving a customized program, whether it's 4, 8, 12 weeks. You will get a blood type specific food and grocery list for your thyroid, your blood type specific thyroid. You'll also be receiving meal plans for simplicity, blood type specific supplement lists. You're going to receive detox programs, stress management programs. You're also going to get that friendly printout download and then unlimited email support. You will also be receiving the blood type specific recipe book and a 1-year subscription to the gym community. All of this combined is a $773 value. It would be very easy for me to sell this for $773. I have had one-on-one clients pay me thousands just to have me coach them, not even receiving something tangible like this. So for me to sell this at $773 would be very, very doable. But like I said, I am committed to your success. And when it comes down to it, I just want to see you win. I want to see you healed. I want to see you healthy, and I want to see you whole. So I'm not charging you $773. I'm charging you $497. You're going to get the blood type specific protocol. You will learn about the thyroid gland hormone functions, the blood type hormone connection, food for the thyroid, assessing your thyroid health, a customized program, blood type specific food and grocery lists, meal plans, blood type specific supplement plans, detox programs, stress management programs, printout, friendly, download, unlimited email support. You get that blood type specific recipe book, the 1-year subscription to the gym community for $497. But I've decided to give you another bonus today because I just want you in this program. You can get this program right now for $397. A $773 program for almost 50% off when you join today. You get all these things. But wait, there's more. I fought with this for a while because I just really want you in this program. I want women to say, I finally feel good. I have gone through this myself. This is the catalyst that changed the direction of my entire life. This is what healed me and what has been my mission ever since. Juicing is what helped my thyroid, and the juicery is part of my story from my thyroid. So because I'm just so passionate about helping women and their thyroid, because it literally hits so close to home, it hits so close to my thyroid. I just want you in it. I'm doing something for a very, very, very limited time. I'm not giving this program to you for $773. I'm not offering it for $497. Today, I'm not even going to give it to you for $397. Your price today is just $197. You get everything for $197 because I want to help you. That's it. I just want to help you. And there's no reason why you cannot live in a healthy body with a healthy thyroid, maintaining the weight you want to maintain, feeling comfortable in your skin, getting good sleep that you deserve and that you desperately need. Whether you're a female or a male, I can help you. This program can help you. And I want to help you. So that is a price. It's for you. And I'm ready to help you. Here's how you join. Right here in that QR code, just hit the join here. You'll also receive an email for you to join and just sign up directly through a link. $197. I'm getting some questions. Let me see these questions. Okay. Okay. Yeah, is $197 is very cheap, but do you offer any payment programs? I do offer payment programs. So if you wanted to even break it down a little bit more, you can go into the link, and if you choose Afterpay, you can pay for, I think it's a little like $50 a month. It's very, very minimal. So you can absolutely break it down. You don't even have to pay the $200 today. You can pay less and get going today. And another question is, who is this? Who is this for? This is for anybody. Honestly, whether you have a thyroid issue or not, this is going to help you because it's going to help maintain healthy thyroid function. The best place to be is a place where you are preventing. That's ultimately the goal. We always want to be in preventative mode. I would rather help someone keep a healthy thyroid than reverse Graves' disease or reverse Hashimoto's, because it's so hard to work with women who are in so much pain and they feel helpless. Although I know I'm going to help them and I have helped them, I would rather just have someone say, I don't have any problems, but I never want to have problems. You do not have to have a problem to take this course. You're going to learn valuable lessons and training techniques to keep you thriving, to never have a thyroid issue. That's a great question. Any other questions? When does this program begin? Okay, the program begins now. As soon as you sign up, you have immediate access to the program. You jump right into it. And at that point, you can take it as quickly or as slow as you like. The beauty is that as soon as you purchase, you have access to this program for the rest of your life. It's yours. You bought it. You bought it. So once you've got into this program, you will be able to take it at your own pace. You'll be able to ask all the questions. You do only have the GEM community membership for 1 year. Although at the end of the year, you can always sign up again for another year or month to month at that point. But the program is yours. You download it, you own it, it's yours. So yes, it's available to you as soon as you sign up. Any other questions? I think that is all the questions for today. I am so ready to help you guys. I cannot wait to be by your side and support you in this role. You deserve the best health. The best health is yours. You just need someone to help guide you to the right answers to your questions. And I am here to do that for you. I believe in you. I believe in the knowledge that I bring to the table. Like I said, I've done this for myself. I've helped so many clients reverse their Graves' disease, reverse their Hashimoto's, reverse their hypothyroidism, and they never thought they could do it. They were on medication when they came to me. Their doctors are still astounded that they're still not on medication now, and I plan to keep it that way. You deserve it. I can't wait to have you in my course, and I will see you guys all in the masterclass.